Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Love and Hip Hop Season 9, Episode 2. I don't know. I have no idea why I'm reviewing this first. I usually review T.I. and Tiny first, but I was like, let's get the boring show out the way. The show opens up with Kimbella. Kimbella calls over Juju. Juju and Kimbella are talking about I'm not gonna make fun of him. Talking about Juelz and his impending trial or his impending D-Day decision day, D-Day, and how that's really affecting her, and it's a really sad situation. And oh my God, I look so pale. Sorry, y'all. And how things are, not good. They have 2 young children. They don't know how. Well, she don't know how she gonna be able to tell the kids because they haven't told the kids yet. And Juju talks about her father who was in jail, who had the opportunity to only spend 10 years in jail, but decided to take it to trial. He took it to trial. He ended up getting 15 to life and served 20 years. And that's deep. That's real deep, okay? That's deep. I don't even know how to respond to that. I just know that that's some deep shit. Like, you talking like that, I take the plea deal immediately. I take the plea deal for Juelz myself. Like, you gonna take the plea deal? Yes, he's gonna take it. You go from 10 years to 20 years? That's a whole extra decade for no reason. No, not happening. Not happening. I can't remember the next scene, so we're gonna go to the scene that I remember. Damn, what was the next scene? We see Cyn and Joe. Joe makes Cyn breakfast in bed. He says that he took a week off of work. And Cyn says that, I'm not feeling pretty. I'm not feeling the same way that I used to feel. I did gain some weight. I feel like a boo-boo, and I need us to be more intimate. Joe says, I'm so sorry if you feel like my love is not the same that it always has been. I love you the same amount that I've always loved you. I took a week off of work. We gonna go on vacation. We going to Cabo. Obviously no baby. And we about to have that sex. So, seeing this happen. I know I'm missing a scene. But hopefully while I'm talking about it, it'll just pop up in my head. Because I didn't take notes. Next we see Juelz. Juelz said he was in the studio. The judge gave him time to be in the studio. I know if the judge saw your ass not working in the studio and talking to Mano, he would have revoked that damn time, okay? Because why is my eye swollen? Because I surely would have revoked that time. The fuck? Y'all sitting having a conversation. I thought you was going in there in the booth to lay down some fire. Sorry. So, Mano walk in. Mano like, what's up? He like, I done been through a lot. Oh, also, Kimbella, when she was talking to Juju, she said she felt like the drugs was really like snowballed everything, but he talked about how like the drugs or the jail saved him because he didn't know that if he didn't know where he would end up if he didn't get caught and was able to stay on drugs and continue down that path. And she's like, Kimbella's like, well, maybe, I felt like I should have been under him more, blah, blah, blah. Why am I babysitting a nigga? That's all that I heard from that. I felt like I should have, like, watched him more. Watched him do what? I mean, damn, I really do expect for you not not to, be on drugs. I don't think that I would have to watch for that. But anyway, Mano walks in talking to Juelz in the studio. He talks about the fact that he was in jail for 10 years, from 16 to 26 or 27. He grew up in jail. Basically, he started rapping in jail, and sometimes you gotta go through hell to get to heaven. Juelz says they are keeping it from the kids. His daughter is 6 and his son is 7. So if he goes to trial and like he does not beat this case, he's gonna spend 2 to 4 years that he's gonna spend away from his children. And he's like, they really, really need me right now. Especially like young black boys, like he needs his father so he won't, fall into the impressionable, bullshit that's out here in this world. Mano in his confessional had 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 buttons unbuttoned. If he I don't know. Like, I swear I maybe could have seen that nigga's belly button. I don't know why it was so many buttons, but that's what stuck out the most to me in that scene. Because I was like, why you got so many fucking buttons? We then see Alexis Sky. She is with her grandmother. Her grandmother raised her, or helped raise her. So now that she's in New York, she's spending more time with her grandmother. She does have her grandmother as a support system in New York. One thing she said was that her grandmother lost her sister and lost her husband, and everybody was living in Atlanta while her grandmother was up here living in New York by herself. I wish my family would. I wish I would be a grandma living. Well, I'd be okay. But nah, you niggas, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Anyway, they are discussing her daughter, Alana. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the daughter's name. They are discussing Alexis Sky's daughter. She's like, I got to get her paperwork. She said something about Medicaid, and I was like, what? Rich people Medicaid? Is there such a thing? Because I'm confused. But when her daughter was born, she was very tiny, 1.4 pounds. She could fit in the palm of her hand. Since she was born so small, she had bleeding on the brain, or her head's filled with liquid, and so she needed 4 surgeries to get something in her head so the liquid could drain from her head to her stomach. So now she needs speech therapy, physical therapy. Damn, she needs something else that I can't remember. Her and the grandmother talk about Fetty. Obviously, Fetty hasn't stepped up. Fetty was supposed to sign the birth certificate. He didn't. Fetty was supposed to take a DNA test. He didn't. The grandmother says, you need to move on. Alexis is like, I'm not looking for a relationship. She said, no, 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 no. If he is not being a consistent father, which that's what a father is, being consistent and being there for his child, then you need to pack it on up. He shouldn't be there at all. Alexis says that she is not interested in putting Fetty on child support. She got her own money, blah, blah, blah. She just wants him to be a father. Clearly, he's not going to be a father, so the best bet is child support. The nigga clearly is not around. He took you to the hospital. He was there while you gave birth, and now he like, or I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. So like, really, let that nigga go. He ain't got nothing to offer you. So, mm, mm. So I don't know if anybody is still watching this, but if someone is still watching this, I need you to tell me something. First of all, my eyebrows look a mess. Don't tell me that. Secondly, the scene with Jonathan, Sin Santana, and Kimbella, did we not see that scene last week? Just because when Kimbella met with Juju, her hair was in full braids. When she met with Jonathan, her hair was natural ring curls. Then when she met with Juju in the club later on, her hair was half up, half down. I was so fucking confused. I'm like, I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on now. Like, I can't trust y'all niggas. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. So that scene we already saw, basically same shit. Like, it was this an editing mistake? Or did y'all just say, and throw it in? It don't matter. Jonathan talking about how Juju took his idea about, the radio station that we're supposed to be for the both of them. Kimbella discussing Yandy and how she, how Kimbella views her as a fake, Yandy as a fake friend. And then Sin talking about, we need to have sex. So clearly the scene was recycled, which pissed me off. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so I'm going all in and out of order, so you just gonna have to pick up where you leave off, okay? In the next scene, we see Juju. She is on her way to meet Yandy. They both booked and busy, so they're both booked and busy. So it was a treat that Juju and Yandy could meet. Juju wants to talk about Kimbella, and since Yandy has been through this situation with Mendices, she could be the support system that Kimbella needs. Yandy brings up Jonathan's party, and Juju was like, Jonathan's party? I haven't heard anything about that. Yandy's like, well, girl, you invited. You definitely invited. Juju was like, well, I didn't hear, I didn't get an invitation from him. I don't know if I am invited. Yandy like, girl, just come on. It'll be fine. Yandy then talks about how Kimbella threw her under the bus. Oh, no. I'm switching it. Yandy is saying that Kimbella was mad because when she called her, to say she was here for her in the Juelz situation, Kimbella said that she contacted the other side of the family first, and just other stuff. Other stuff that really don't matter. They have been like, I guess they've been not cool for a good minute, maybe 2-3 years. I don't. I really, honestly, I realize that all of these shows now are just talking about plot points that they talked about 2 seconds ago. Yandy get on my nerves. So then you go, see Juju and tell her that Yandy getting on your nerves. Then Juju goes to Yandy and be like, well, we need to work out issues. We need to support Kimbella, and then Yandy get to say her issues. all the cycle of bullshit. Um, let's see. I think in the next scene, God, why was this episode so long? Wasn't even that long. I was just like, ugh, do I even want to sit up here and watch this? Girl, I done went all out of order. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Um, in the next scene, we see Alexis. They do their slow motion editing. She got on her long fur coat. It's a nice fur coat. She got on her fur coat. She's like, I'm running around, I'm ripping and I'm running, trying to get her daughter covered so her daughter can get the treatment that she needs. Um, she then said that she was gonna pull up on Fatty. Fatty told her to meet him at the studio. She goes in there, she waits for Fatty. They do not say how long she has waited. All they do is they show cut scenes or jump cuts of her standing by the chair, her standing by the other chair, her sitting down, her standing up, and then she puts on her coat and she leaves. Did she ever text him? Did she ever call him to see where he was? She could have been there for 10 minutes. Actually, who even knows if she set up this meeting with Fatty? She could have just said, Mona could have said, hey, go to that damn studio and act like Fatty was supposed to be here. Okay. Like, I think it was a mistake for me to review this show because it's going to get on my damn nerves real fast. Really, really fast. In the next scene, we see Juju and Kimbella. They go out. Kimbella's hair was completely different. So now I don't know what is what. I don't know if her hair is short. Is it long? Is it in braids? Is it not? I get what a weave is, okay? But did you put the wig on over the braids? How you have full box braids? And then 2 scenes later, you got a half up, half down. And they not even braids. They go, um, Juju is trying to discuss the issues with Yandy. She's like, so are you going to be okay with seeing Yandy at Jonathan's party? Kimbella is like, Jonathan's party? Who told you about that? She like, well, Yandy told me about it. I mean, I didn't get invited like from Jonathan's mouth, but Yandy told me, obviously you're invited. Kimbella then says, well, Jonathan has some shit to say about you. You faker than a $2 bill, even though a $2 bill isn't fake. I have $2 bills, a lot of them, a lot. Maybe like $30 worth of $2 bills. $2 bills aren't fake. You should have said a $3 bill. Because $2 bills aren't fake. So now I'm very confused as to where you were coming from. The fuck? Anyway. So Juju was like, wow, I didn't know that we had a problem, but I will definitely, and I feel I'm very, disappointed that Jonathan decided to go to an outside source rather than coming to me and telling me about the problems. But when I go to the birthday party out, we will be able to, resolve these. We then bring up Yandy again. Kimbella says, the door is closed. Well, the door ain't really closed. The door is, if you far away from the door, you think the door closed. But like when you walk up to the door, it's like a little crack where Yandy could still come in if she said, "Hey, bitch, I was wrong," and then she able to come in. So in the final scenes, I'm not talking about the deleted scene. Well, the deleted scene was Anais, who's not on the show, thank God. And oh damn, Anais is in Miami, right? Whoa. No, she don't ask me no damn questions, okay? Anyway, we see Anais and Jonathan. This is the deleted scene. They out here trying to get it's an all black affair for his birthday party. They trying to pick, I guess Anais out some clothes. Jonathan brings up Juju and the story changes. The original story was that Jonathan went to Juju and said that I think we will be really good on the radio. I have an idea for us to do a radio show together. Then Juju landed the meeting and then came to him and said, "Here, I got us the thing. You can." They gave me a show. You can be on it too. He then tells Anais when he's in. He then tells Anais when he's in the place with Anais that I told Juju that I wanted to be on the radio. Juju then says, "Oh, let's do something together, maybe a podcast or something." Then Juju, he says, "I will." I told Juju I will call him when I land a meeting. Juju then calls me and says, "Hey, I landed a meeting. You know, let's hear." And Aisha, of course, already got a problem with Juju, so she like, it seemed like she stole your idea. It seemed like Jonathan don't know how to. What's the story? Did you come with her with the idea, or did she debo your idea? I'm very confused, and honestly, I don't care. Last scene we see. I don't know if it's the last scene, but it's the last fucking scene I'm talking about. Okay, I'm done. Last scene, Jonathan, his birthday party. Them slow motion shots, cinematic cinematography. Since Santana is there, this is her final night before her and Joe goes to Cabo. Jonathan was like, "I thought Joe was coming." Even a fucking child knew that Joe wasn't gonna show up. That ain't Joe's scene. Joe is a grumpy old man. The fuck? The fuck? Then Anais comes in, obviously with a white dress because she want to be the center of attention with some ugly ass hair that ain't got no goddamn part in the middle of it. And she starts, "Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you." They end up having fun. They're having fun. They're laughing or joking. Juju and Kimbella walks in. Juju came up. She gave him a kiss. She's like, "I'm really happy to be here to celebrate your birthday, although I'm not happy to find out that you had a problem with me through somebody else." He then looks at Kimbella like, "Bitch, you had to tell her." She said, "I'm keeping it 100." Basically. I don't know if she said that, but that's what she said. Then they start to talk. Kimbella is like standing there. Jonathan get mad at Kimbella. Then Anais comes over, and Anais is like, "No, it's your birthday, Jonathan. Don't even do this on your birthday. Like, don't even let these motherfuckers like ruin your birthday." And Juju's like, "I mean, but if he wants to talk about it, then we need to talk about it." Are you trying to say I ain't got no class? This bitch didn't had a problem with Juju since Juju was friends with Jonathan. Cause you remember last season she was like, "You're still my best friend." You remember all that bullshit, that shit. So Juju's like, "Bitch, you better get the fuck out my face. I don't know who the fuck you thought you was talking to, but I will put my hands all on that face." Side note, Anais was nigger fishing in that damn confessional. She looked dark as hell. I wonder if she's still married. Anyway, then Juju and Jonathan go off separately so they can talk. Then Kimbella walks up for no fucking reason, and Jonathan is like, "Well, you do keep things secretive. You do keep things a secret talking to Juju." Juju Jonathan is like, me and Kimbella think that way. Kimbella was like, bitch, don't play with me. But that's what you said. We both think that. Juju was like, oh, y'all both think that. Y'all both got a problem with me. Blah 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 blah. Kimbella's like, bitch, don't play with me. You're playing with me. You're being a messy ass bitch. That's not what the fuck I said, and that's not what she said. She said she can't seem a little standoffish, but you have to earn it. That's all she said. I don't get how she was like, I can't stand that bitch. I hate that bitch. She didn't say the shit that you were saying. Now you feel like throwing her under the bus because you feel like she threw you under the bus. Nene, Portia, is that you? I'm very fucking confused. Anyway, Juju was like, you know what, boo boo? We can either be friends or not. I'm not gonna sit up here and deal with this. Jonathan is like, so you don't care if we're friends? I'm like, why are you doing this bait shit? She says, look, we can be friends or we cannot be friends. I don't want to sit here and deal with this because, shit can pop off. Yandy then walks in like, hey, gives Jonathan a hug. Her and Kimbella immediately go and talk. Kimbella is like, bitch, I came to jump them hoes and you ain't even want me to jump them hoes, and then no, you wanted me to jump them hoes, and then when I came to jump them hoes, you sat up here and said, now you know we wasn't gonna actually jump them hoes, but I was really gonna jump them hoes. Like, I don't even understand. Yandy was like, girl, you need relax. And Kimbella was like, no, bitch, you relax. I don't I'm not really invested in the arguments. I really don't give a fuck. Yeah, so like Kimbella, like I said, Kimbella said the door is closed until you admit you a raggedy ass bitch. The door is closed. Okay? And this review is over. Second episode and I'm sick of it. And I still gotta watch T.I. and Time. Anyway. I mean, but damn, the Cavs won yesterday. Of course I'm gonna watch the Cavs. The fuck? Duh. Duh. Anyway. Thank you all so much for watching this review. If you like this review, please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.